Xander, congratulations. You've come so close so many times in the past to winning majors. What does it feel like to finally win one? Sorry.
It's an amazing feeling. It's a huge sort of monkey off my back, as they say, a bit of a relief. That's sort of the emotion that I felt on 18. It was such a build-up for me, not winning an event, and this being the one I win, it makes it even sweeter. But you know, all my experience that I've pulled back from for this big guy right here is, you know, close calls that I've had. You know, sort of what I don't want to do. So to turn those into positives is what I tried to do today, and it worked.
The putt on 18, take us through what was going through your head and how nervous were you? And if you were ever going to win a major, I guess that's probably the best way to do it, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the lip in was, you know, dramatic. I've had a couple of those in my career now, so maybe it's a thing. But I got up, I saw a little left to right. When I was chipping, I was like, oh, I might go a little left to right at the end. And I started reading the putt, and I was like, this could be like a right center, right edge putt. And so I pretty much flipped my read. I kind of went to straightish, maybe a tee right of center, and then it ended up breaking left. Fortunately, I had enough pace, and it lipped in. And you know, I didn't even really get to enjoy the whole ball rolling in. Everyone went nuts. In my mind, that means it disappeared, and I was able to just be relieved.
Were there any nerves standing over that putt?
I was nervous. I 100% was nervous. I was nervous on my chip. I wasn't too nervous on my drive. I actually wasn't too nervous on that second shot with the little baseball stance. I've hit that shot before, fortunately, just in random practice. That chip, though, I knew it had to have some pace. It needed to be hit with the right speed, and so it's just a weird, you know, when you're nervous, it's hard to get yourself to hit things hard, you know, if it's not a driver or a long iron. So, you know, I was able to drive that chip in, and then, you know, I was shaking on the putt for sure, but I just, you know, I was like, big muscles here, get your shoulders rocking, you'll be fine, kid, is what I told myself. And I didn't want to take too much more time than I normally take. I just wanted to stay in my routine, something I was focusing on all week, and just happy it lipped in.
Pretty much all day you seemed, at least outwardly, you seemed unflappable, and you had a lot of pressure putts. You had some good par saves. I mean, you had those two shots, tee shots on 17 and 18 that were a yard from being perfect, but
right.
were sort of hampering you. Did you feel as comfortable outwardly? I mean, as you looked outwardly, did you feel comfortable inside the whole day?
Yeah, I mean, even though I haven't won in quite some time, I've actually even last week I actually felt comfortable. I didn't make an important putt that I needed to make. I went through my process either too slow or too quickly than I felt like I needed to. Today, you know, the only shot that I felt like, good shots or bad shots, the only shot that I felt like I didn't really commit to fully was probably on 10. That pitch shot, I kept looking at it. It was kind of like a flyer-ish lie. I was like, there's no way I can hold the green. I was like, just bump it down, you know, bump it on the green. Like, there's literally a thing that runs it down. And I was like, no, if you hit like a high shot, it can like roll to tap in. Of course, I hit it over the green. It was like straight into the green, and you know, of course, in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? You know what I mean? But I quickly had to just, even after I hit that putt, I just had to, you know, lock in. I was like, this is it. Like, this is my moment here. Like, you messed up. You've been kind of pitching like a pretty perfect game all day. You haven't really missed a putt of too much significance, and then, you know, I made that mess, and then to bounce back with those two big putts on 11 and 12 after, you know, paying off those good iron shots was so big for me.
I think if I took a poll of the PGA Tour players, I don't think one person would say that this day was not going to come. Everybody thinks you were going to win a major. Was there ever any doubt in your mind along the way that you would be a major champion?
No, it's weird to say, but no. I mean, I'm a big advocate of self-talk. I tell myself all the time, you know, that I think I'm good enough. I believe that I'm good enough. It's hard, you know. It's hard to win. I am. I can definitely do an interview on that one. Someone to talk to on how hard it is to win, because I've gone up against the best of them. I've lost to the best of them. So to come out with this one here it's so sweet. You know, it makes all those close calls for me in the past against the best in the world this much sweeter for me.
Major champion you are. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.